All right, listeners, buckle up. Today we're going deep on some seriously cool research coming out of Antarctica.
Yeah.
Get this, giant tunnels under the ice.
It might be an understatement.
No kidding, we're talking almost Eiffel Tower tall.
Wow.
Yeah. So our source for this deep dive is a recent study all about these massive tunnels they found under the Filchner ice shelf. They use some pretty high-tech stuff like radar and satellite imagery to do it. But the best
But
part,
it gets pretty interesting.
it does. The source ties these tunnels to some, well, let's just say out there theories. Think like hidden Nazi bases.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And even maybe something even older. So let's break it all down, shall we?
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so first things first, how did these tunnels even form? The researchers think it was all thanks to meltwater flowing beneath the ice sheet. And not just a little meltwater either.
Right. To carve tunnels that massive, you'd need a crazy amount of water flowing for a long, long time.
It makes you wonder what kind of impact all that water would have had on the ice shelf, and what it tells us about what Antarctica was like way back when.
You're hitting on a key point. These tunnels, they're more than just a cool find. They're like a window into the past. They can teach us about how the ice sheet used to behave, how those subglacial drainage systems worked. Think of it like this. These tunnels were ancient rivers just carving their way through the ice.
Ancient rivers of meltwater.
Exactly. And figuring out how they formed can help scientists model how ice sheets react to, say, rising temperatures.
Hmm.
Then they can get a better handle on how meltwater might affect things in the future.
So potentially big implications for sea level rise.
Absolutely. It's all connected.
Okay, so we've got the science, but like our source, it also goes into these pretty wild theories like hidden Nazi bases in Antarctica. That's been floating around forever, right?
Yeah, that one's been around since like the late 1930s. A German expedition back then is where it all started. And finding these tunnels, well, it's definitely fanning the
It's
flames.
definitely got people talking.
For sure. But, even though it's a cool idea, we got to be realistic. Building a whole base in Antarctica, that's insanely difficult, especially during a war.
Right. Wouldn't it have been way easier for them to just like set up in South America?
Yeah.
It's a lot closer, easier to get to.
Logistically, way more practical.
Yeah. It makes you wonder why that theory stuck around for so long.
It's interesting, isn't it? Maybe it's that we're drawn to the unknown. Love a good mystery, a hidden history.
I know I do. Okay, and then there's Operation High Jump. Admiral Byrd's expedition to Antarctica in 46, 47, it ended really suddenly. And,
Yeah.
well, conspiracy theories went wild. Now people are linking it to these tunnels.
It's definitely an interesting connection. Officially, Operation High Jump was all about mapping and research, science stuff. But they cut it short, and they didn't say much about why.
Very hush-hush.
Yeah, which of course got people speculating. UFO encounters, a secret Nazi base.
I've heard those theories.
They're definitely out there. But it's important to remember that sometimes the simplest explanation is the best one. I mean, think about Antarctica. It's brutal. Logistical issues, equipment breaking down.
It could have been as simple as that.
Absolutely. That kind of stuff could easily force them to pack up early.
True, but then there's that whole thing Admiral Byrd said about enemy fighters that could fly from pole to pole. That's not exactly something you just toss out there, especially back then. What do you think he meant by that?
It's definitely a cryptic comment, and it adds fuel to the conspiracy fire for sure. Maybe he was talking about advancements in Soviet aircraft. That was a big concern in those early Cold War days. Or maybe he meant it more metaphorically, like a threat from communism in general.
A hidden meaning. So many possibilities. And with every answer, more questions pop up. Like, what else is hiding down there? Could these tunnels even be, I don't know, remnants of some lost civilization, something even older than the Nazis?
That's a thought, isn't it? A lost civilization. Super fascinating. But as of right now, there's nothing scientific to back that up. Which doesn't mean this discovery isn't amazing. These tunnels, they show us the raw power of nature. And they remind us that there are mysteries waiting to be discovered right under the ice.
Mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Who knows what we'll find down there in the future? This whole deep dive has definitely left me wanting more. I hope you feel the same. Go explore, do some digging of your own, and see what conclusions you come to. Sometimes the most exciting discoveries are the ones that make us question everything we thought we knew.
And maybe even rewrite history.
Exactly. Until next time, keep those minds curious.
And those imaginations open.